Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Justin with AmericanTrucks.com. Today I'm joined by Jerome to talk about his 2013 Ford F-150. It's an FX4. Jerome's setup consists of the 20 by 10 inch Moto Metal wheels. It's the MO962 in gloss black, the very aggressive negative 44 millimeter offset. Wrapped around those Moto Metal wheels are the 33 by 1250 R20 Nitto Ridge Grapplers, and making it all possible is the Rough Country 6-inch suspension lift kit with the Vertex adjustable coilovers and shocks. Jerome, awesome looking truck, sir. Love the black on black look. Tell everybody at home what you were trying to achieve with your truck through this wheel tire suspension setup.
Thank you, sir. So with my tire suspension setup, I just wanted a nice, clean, easy setup, aggressive setup. Nothing too off the wall, but turn a little heads.
We're gonna get right into the wheels. I got a few questions for you there. Great looking wheel, 20 by 10 inch, negative 44 millimeter offset. What drew you to this wheel? What did you like most about this Moto Metal wheel?
With the Moto Metal wheel, I know Moto Metal has been in the industry for quite a bit of time, and then also they have a lot of options to choose from. So with the wheel particularly, I like the design of the wheel, and for what I was trying to achieve, it matched everything that I wanted.
How do you think it looks with the truck itself?
I think it complements the truck definitely by far. Again, the wheel wasn't too busy, but it complements the car really well.
Absolutely, man. I like that. So let's talk a little bit more about the styling. It's kind of like an 8-spoke, that 20 by 10, negative 44 millimeter offset gives it a real deep dish. What do you like most about going like a black wheel as opposed to maybe a silver or bronze or something like that?
I was trying to match the color of the car, which is nice. And then the deep dish, I think, I'm a big fan of the deep dish. It just looks really great.
That puts it in the very aggressive category here on our site. I'd say you probably got about, 2 inches of poke outside of those fenders?
Yeah, 2 inches poke out of the outside. And then also what was nice with my truck, I didn't have to do any cutting, which was really important. I didn't want to do any cutting, keep it with the way it is. So it wasn't too out of the wheel well, but good fit.
Talk to me a little bit more about the negative 44, the 20 by 10 compared to like your stock setup.
Oh, okay. So the stock setup versus the negative 44. It's just the stock setup is very, boring. Oh, well, I wouldn't say boring, but very normal. But then once you start to get custom, it makes it so much better.
We pretty much talked about Moto Metal, but I'm going to ask you one more time because you had a great answer there. Why you went with the Moto Metal wheel as far as the brand is concerned?
So again, like I was saying before, I went with Moto Metal because it's a very popular brand in the industry. So many good things. So, when you look online, do your research, but Moto Metal was the perfect selection.
So wrapped around those Moto Metal wheels, you have the 33 1250 R20 Nitto Ridge Grappler. Why did you go with this particular size?
So that size, I was trying to achieve something aggressive. Going with big wheels, I think it's important that you research different types of wheels. The Ridge Grapplers, I think they're just a very good brand. One thing I didn't know, the bigger tire you get, especially if you get mud tires, are loud. I didn't want loud, so I went with the Nitto Grapplers, and they're really good.
You get the 33 on there, the Nitto Ridge Grappler, which is, they kind of call it their hybrid terrain tire. It's kind of like part all-terrain, part mud terrain. I think you're getting a very aggressive look, but like you said, a pretty quiet ride, and that's been your experience?
Not loud at all, no noise, no vibration, so yeah, I really recommend this tire.
I want to go back to you and ask you again the size, because I think that's a big question a lot of guys have, so I'm just going to ask you one more time why you went with the 33 1250 R20s with the Moto Metal wheels on your particular setup.
So again, I did the research, and going with the 33s, they were something where I didn't have to do any modifications that I didn't want to cut into, the car, do a NorCal cut. I didn't want to do that. So with the 33s, it allows you to put them in the way they are without rubbing, of course, adding the 6-inch lift. But yeah, no major cutting. I really like that.
Now, Jerome, too, with the truck being lifted, you got slightly larger tires on there. Is the truck calibrated or tuned at all for like speedo correction or anything like that?
No, I didn't do any of that. And I didn't have any trouble, so yeah.
Sounds good, man. Well, let's move into suspension. Again, very popular kit here on the site, the Rough Country 6-inch kit. You also sprung for the Vertex coilovers and shocks. Talk to me about your experience here with this lift and why you went with it.
I liked it that it was budget friendly. So I didn't want to spend way out of my budget, but with the suspension, I didn't spend that much. It didn't hurt the bank as much. And then I like that it's adjustable. So if I stop and, feel like, hey, it's too tight, I can adjust it on the road and I'm good to go. So that's why I went with it.
Now, this particular size, why did you go with like a 6-inch as opposed to maybe a 4-inch or 11-inch kit or something like that?
So I was going with a 6-inch because, again, I wanted to look aggressive. I like the height. I wanted something that was over 4 inches, over 5 inches, and I think the 6-inch was a really good option.
Now, as far as fitment issues, rubbing, anything like that, we already talked about it a little bit, but it's always good to reaffirm with this wheel and tire setup, the very aggressive offset, 6-inch lift. Did you have any fitment issues at all?
No fitment issues, but I would like to say that at full turn lock, you might get a slight rub, but not very noticeable. When doing the research, it was, so I didn't have to do any modifications. It's just at full lock, you can kind of hear it.
Is that anything you plan on like cutting out, or it's livable?
No, it's livable. It's very slight. You notice it at full turn lock, but yeah, I don't plan to cut at all.
Do you have any future plans to like maybe step up to a 35, 37, anything like that?
No. No, I think 33s are pretty good.
All right. How about anything you might have done differently along the way, Jerome?
I would say no. I made the best decision. I'm happy with it completely. Yeah, really good.
Well, there you go, guys. That was Jerome again with his 2013 F-150 20x10 Moto Metal MO962 in gloss black. It's a negative 44 millimeter offset, the 33 1250 R20 Nitto Ridge grapplers, and then making that stance possible is the Rough Country 6-inch suspension lift kit. So, guys, thanks for watching this episode. We appreciate it. And remember, for all things truck, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.